I'm David Trum, Technical Director here at Braxton Grant, talking to you about the reporting capabilities of ODIN-I. ODIN-I is a pre-configured and tested SIEM with a web reporting and management interface that can ingest log data from over 400 devices and applications. It uses lifecycle management to keep the data as long as required, and then automatically purges it with the option to save snapshots to a repository such as S3, Azure, GCS, or a shared file system. Snapshots can be searchable as well. It's a reliable and cost-effective way to get going fast for monitoring important events in your IT infrastructure. We purposely built the ODIN-I user interface to look familiar to the Broadcom Reporter customers. But if you want a more visual dashboard, it's really easy. This way you can group reports and filter down to the data that's important to you. First, we make a dashboard. So we go to our dashboards menu and click Create Dashboard. Because ODIN-I has over 60 reports pre-built, we can add from the library to get started. And let's look for the categories chart. It's that easy to put our first tile on our custom dashboard. Next, let's get our destination countries. And because countries need a little bit more real estate, because it's a map, we're going to drag it down here and widen it up a little bit. Next, let's make our own visualization by clicking the Create Visualization button in the upper left. And we're going to drag our timestamp, which is a required field for all log type data, over to our horizontal axis. Now, because we're interested in HTTP information, we're going to come down here and get the HTTP response status code. There it is. And we're going to drag it to our breakdown. We're going to drill into our breakdown and say we just care about the top values, and instead of the default of 3, we want 10. Okay. And then we're going to change our vertical axis to count. And we're going to pretty up our label on our vertical axis. And we see in our chart, there's a lot of 200s. If we hover our mouse over, we see we have 1,000 right here, 1,400 right there. So what we can do is come over and remove the 200s, because that means everything's okay and we're looking for anomalies. Okay, and we're going to apply and close. Okay, so now we can give our tile a title. We'll call it HTTP response codes. Okay. And now, if we come up here in our chart, we can see all of our response codes, and here's those bad old 503s. So we click on the 503, and we're going to deselect our timestamp. We're going to leave this. We're going to apply this to the entire dashboard. And look at how our categories chart changed and our map changed. It looks like most of our 503s are coming from the United Kingdom. And if we zoom in to to Ireland here, we see they're coming from Dublin. You can set however far you zoom to have the country come unhighlighted and have the just the city show up. And further, if we hover over Dublin, we'll see the destination domain of what caused this incident. If we come over to other places, Okay. Oh, we're set to just 503s. So if we get rid of our 503 filter, now we're looking at everything. And if we zoom in again to Egypt, to Cairo, then we can see someone was just browsing the Cairo airport. Not a big deal. But we have all kinds of stuff over India, and of course the United States, which is where I'm located and browsing from. We have dots all over the United States. And we have some tracking media, and we have Microsoft Update coming out of San Antonio, Texas. Okay. So you make your new dashboard and we save it. And we'll just call this one David's Dashboard. And if we logged out and came back in, we would just find it by going to the hamburger menu, down to dashboards, and oh, here it is. But if it wasn't right here, then we could just search right up here and find it. And what's interesting is if you want to just discover what kind of data is out there, you come down here to Discover, and you pick Proxy Logs. And these are all the fields that are available. And we use Elastic Common Schema naming conventions. And so from device to device to device, you have a destination domain is still called the destination domain, for instance. And you can click over here on these little arrows and get the detail of a particular row. If you come over here to destination domain and click on it, then a little pop-up tells you the distribution of the different domains and what percentage of the data. You pick something else like a client country name. Well, I guess I'm the tester, I'm the client, so there's only one here. So that's it. Enjoy your reporting.